Welcome to KCPE 2023 revision. We are going to be solving the 2022 past question, so just stay with us as we solve the questions. Okay, so the first question says, what is this figure written in words? Now for you to solve this, now notice you have to break this down. This is 40030085. So the first thing I'll advise you to do is to put a comma after every 3 digits starting from the end. So that's now if you watch, this is what 400 million, because this is 60. So this is 400 million. Okay, having noted that this is 3 stands for what? 300,000. So this is 300,000, and this is 80, and this is what? 5. So let's see the option that matches the correct answer. Okay, option A says 400 million 300. Now notice this says 300,000 and not 300, so A is wrong. B says 400 million and 3,000. B is wrong. C says 400 million and 30,000. So this is wrong. D says 400 million 300,000 and 85. Therefore, option D, it's the correct answer. So that will take us to question 2, which says, what is the total value of digit 6 in this number? 5, 9, 6, 0, 1, 2, and 4. So the easiest way is bring out 6 and make the rest zeros. So you put your comma, so this is what? 60,000. So the correct answer here is C. So I'm going to mark my C. So as easy as that, you can keep solving these questions. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Now the next question says, which of the following statements is correct? Now notice it said 0.95, it's less than 0.095. So this is option here, it's wrong. 0.075 is greater than 0.75. 0.75 is actually greater, so this is wrong. 3.85 is less than 3.75. That is also wrong, because you count 3.75 before going to 3.85. 1.25 is greater than 0.125. So this is correct. So the correct answer here is C. Question 4 says, what's the value of 8 squared minus 8 divided by 4 plus 3? So for us to solve this, what we will do is this is going to be 8 squared minus okay, so let's take it a bit up so that we can have space. So this is going to be 8 squared minus 8 all over 4 plus 3. So for me to solve this, this is 8 squared is going to give me 64 minus 8 all divided by 4 plus 3. So this is going to give me, when you do 64 minus 8, you are going to get 56 all over 4 plus 3. So 4 here is 1. 4 into 5, you're going to get 1. You carry 1. 4 into 16, you're going to get 4. So this is equal to 14 plus 3, and that will give us what? 17. So final answer, 17. So I'll circle my C. So the next question says, question 5 says, a teller had 3/4 meters of a clothing material. The teller sold 1/3 of the material and used 1/4 to make a shirt. How many meters of the clothing material remain? Now the first thing I want you to understand is he had a total of 3/4, and if you convert this to improper fraction, this is going to give you that will be 99/4 meters. So now notice he sold what? 1/3 sold. So we need to find the remaining. The remaining is going to be 1 minus 1/3, and that will give us 2/3 remaining. Now, if he has 2/3 remaining, now let's get the actual amount remaining. So that would be 2 over 3 multiplied by 99 over 4. So that will be 3 here, it's going to be 1. 3 into 99 is going to give us what? That's 33. So you have 2 here, it's 1, and you have 2 here, you get 2. So you have 33 over 2 meters remaining. So this is the amount remaining. Now, from 33 over 2, he used 1/4 meters to make a shirt. Now, 1/4 for shirts. This means this is the same thing as 5/4. So we will now do, this is 5/4 meters. So we are going to do 33 over 2 minus 5/4 to get the actual amount remaining. We'll take our LCM to be 4. So 4 into 2 is going to give us 2. This will be 66 minus 5. So from here, we are going to get what? That's 61 over 4. And 61 over 4, changing it to a proper fraction, it's going to give us 15 whole number 1 over 4. Final answer. So the correct answer here it's sorry, this is 4. Correct answer here is B. So I'm going to circle my B. So question 6 says work out this equation you see here. So for us to work this out now, what I want you to know is that we are going to be applying the bodmas rule. So we will apply the bodmas rule. Now, remember it says bracket first, then office second, then division third. So we're going to use it in that order. So this is going to be 1 over 3 of this is 1 over 4 plus 3 over 5 divided by 1 over 4. Now, this will be 1 over 3 of, now this is going to be, the LCM here, it's 20, this is 5 plus 20 into 5, that's 4 plus 20 into 5, it's 4. 4 times 3 is going to give us 12 divided by 1 over 4. So this is going to be 1 over 3 of, this is going to give us 17 over 20 divided by 1 over 4. Now from our bodmas of comes second, so this is going to be 1 over 3 times 17 over 20 divided by 1 over 4. So from here we are going to get, this is going to give us 17 over 60 divided by 1 over 4. This is equivalent as 17 over 60 times 4 over 1, changing the divide to times. So this will be 4 here, it's 1. 4 into 16 is going to give us what? 15. So 17 over 15, 17 over 15 is the same thing as, that's going to give us 1 whole number, 2 over 15. Final answer. Now you can see that the correct answer here, it's what? C, and that's our correct answer. Question 7 says this is the number. What is the next number in the pattern? So we have 45. Now the next number it's 51. Now let's see what's the pattern. This is 45. Notice there's a difference of 6. Now the next number is 57. Notice there's also a difference of 6. Now the next number is what? 59. Notice there's a difference of 2. Now the next number it's 65. Notice there's a difference of 6. The next number is 71. Notice there's a plus 6. Now let's study the pattern. He adds 6 here, adds 6 here, then adds 2. Then he adds 6 again, adds 6. So that means he's going to add what? 2 next. So the next number is going to be 71 plus 2, and that's going to give us what? 73. So the correct answer here it's A. So I'll mark my A. So question 8 says Karanje, Wanjala, and Amina weighed themselves. Karanja weighed 46.8 kg, Wanjala weighed 0.5 kg heavier than Karanja, while Amina was 1.3 kg lighter than Wanjala. What was their total mass altogether? Now notice, Karanja weighed 46.8 kg. Now, Wanjala weighed 0.5 kg heavier than Karanja. That's 46.8 plus 0.5. Now that's going to give us, this is 3 points. You put that, if you add it up, you're going to get 47.3 kg. Then, Amina is going to be 1.3 kg lighter than Wanjala. So Wanjala, Amina will be 47.3, subtract, that will give us 1.3. So this will give us 3 minus 3 is 0. 47 minus 1 is 46.0 kg. So the question says, what was their total mass? So in order to get their total mass, all I need to do here, it's I'm going to sum up 46.8 plus 47.3 plus, and 47.3 plus, this will be 46.0. Now here it's going to be 8 plus 3 is going to give us 1 point. You carry 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 6 is 20. You carry 0 and then 2. This is 4 plus 4 plus 4. That's 12 plus 2. That's 14. So their total weight is 140.1 kg. And the correct answer here, it's going to be B. So I'm going to mark my B. So having said that, the next question says, what is the value of 4.8 times 18.3 divided by 6 times 0.6? Okay, so this is going to be 4.8 times 18.3 all divided by 6 times 0.6. The best way to do this is to take out the decimal place. So we're going to move our decimal place. This will take this out, so this is going to be 48. We'll take this out, this is going to be 183. And we move these 2 places, so 1, 2. Why are we moving 2 places? Because you moved 1 and 2 here. So whatever you do to the up, you do to the down. So this is 1, 2. So that means 0 is going to come in here. Now this is what our value is going to look like. That's 48 times 183 all divided by 6 times 60. Remember, we moved 2 places here, so you introduce 0. So now we've removed the decimal places, we can now divide. So this is 6 here, it's 1. 6 into 48 is going to give us 8. So here, what else can divide? 4 can divide here. 4 here, it's 2. And 4 here is going to give us 15. Now 3 can divide here. 3 here is going to give us 5. 3 here is going to give us 6 and 1. So we have 2 times 61 divided by 5. So this is going to give us 122 all over 5. So if we do our long division, 5 into 122. 5 into 12 is going to give us 2. 5 times 2, we are going to get 5 times 2, we're going to get 10. So this is going to give us 2. We bring down 2. 5 into 22, you're going to get 4. 5 into 4, you get 20 all into 2. Now 5 cannot divide 2 any longer, so here we are going to add dots and we put 0. So 5 into 20, you're going to get 4. So 5 times 4, 20, and you get subtract, you get 0. So from here you can see, now we have 0. Our final answer is going to be 24.4. Final answer. So for me, the correct answer here is B. So as easy as that, you can attempt all these questions. Now, question 10 says, what is 962.997 rounded off to 1 decimal place? Now, remember in 1 decimal place, all they just want to see is just dot one number. So now notice it's going to affect this number. So what's the highest number here? It's 9. So we are going to round this number off and add 1. So it's going to give us 963.0. Final answer. As easy as that, you can solve this question. So the correct answer here, it's C. Now, if this is your first time of coming to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell to get more KCPE videos from us. Question 11 says, in the figure shown, what is the area of the shaded part? Now, the first thing you need to know is that it's a triangle. Now, let's call here A, let's call here B, and let's call here C. So, now, the first thing we'll do is we'll calculate area of triangle. We want to get area of triangle A, B, and C. Now notice this place is 4, here is 3. Now here is not given, so because of this sign here, you can see this sign here. So because of this sign, that means here it's what, 4 cm. So that means the total length of this triangle, it's what, that's 3 plus 4, that will give us what, 7 cm. So our area of triangle ABC will be, remember your triangle is what, half times base times height. So it's going to be half times 7 times 4, and that's going to give us 2 here. 1 is 2. So this is going to give us 14 cm squared. Now, for area of triangle, we are going to call here X. Triangle BCX is going to be half times 4 times 4. Sorry, this is 4. So 2 will cancel 1. 2 here is 2. So this is going to be what? 8 cm squared. Now, for us to now get the area of the shaded part, area of shaded part will be what? Area of, it will be area of triangle, the bigger triangle, which is ABC, minus the smaller triangle, which will be minus area of triangle BCX. So this is going to give us that's 14 minus 8, which will give us what? That will give us 6 cm squared. So the correct answer here is A. So I'll mark my A. So the next question takes us to question 12, which says the table shows the number of people who attended a trade fair in a certain year. Now you can see the male adults, the female adults, and the children. Now it says each adult paid 200 shilling and each child paid 150 shilling. How much more money was paid by the children than adults? Now, in order to solve this question, the first thing you need to do, we're trying to know how much more was paid by the children than adults. So let's get what the adults paid. Now remember, the adults, it's both the male and the female. So the first thing we're going to do here, it's we are going to sum up the total adults. So we'll do 793 plus 1064, and this is going to give us this will be 7, this will be 5, carry 1, this will be 8. Now this is equal to total adults. Okay, now recall that the adults paid what? They paid 200. So it will be 1857 times 200. Now that means if you multiply this, it's going to give you 371,400. So adults paid a total of this. Now for the children paid 3, that's children, will be 3059 multiplied by 150. And when you multiply this, you're going to get 458,850. Now, notice the children paid higher than the adults. So the question says how much more money was paid by the children than the adults. So we're going to subtract 458,850. We're going to subtract 371,400. Now this is going to give us, this is 0, this is 5. 8 minus 4 is going to give us 4. Put your comma. 8 minus 1 is going to give us 7. And we'll have 4 can go, you put 1. 15 minus 7, it's going to give us 8. So that's it, our final answer. That's 87,450 shillings. So the correct answer here is A. Question 13 says, what is the value of debts? Now, for us to solve this, all we need to do is change this to an improper fraction. This is going to be root 25 times 2. It's going to give us 50 plus 14. That's 64 over 25 minus 2 over 5 all square. Now, this is going to give us square root of 64. It's 8, and square root of 25 is going to give us what? 5 minus, this will be 4. 2 square is 4, and 5 square is 25. So we take our LCM. This will be 25. 25 into 5, it's 5. 5 times 8 is going to give us 40. This will be minus 4. Now this is going to give us 36 over 25. Now when you change it to a proper fraction, this is going to be one whole number, remainder 11 over 25. Final answer. So the correct answer here, it's C. So question 14 says, Rose used 99 poles to fence around a circular garden. The distance between one pole to the next pole was 2 meters. What was the diameter of the garden? Now, what I want you to understand from here is, let's assume this is one pole. Let's say the pole were lying on the ground. Now, this is another pole. Now, this is another pole up to 99. Now, notice it said the distance between one pole to the next is 2 meters. That means the length of the pole is actually 2 meters. So that's the first thing we want to establish. So having known that the length of the pole is 2 meters, remember the pole formed what? A circle. So what we will do to get the length of the pole, it's total length of pole will be that will be 99 multiplied by 2. This is going to give us 198 meters. First, now recall that the perimeter around a circle, perimeter, it's what? 2 pi r. So from here we are going to apply dates, which will be 2 times our pi, it's 22 over 7 times our radius, which is what we don't know, is equal to the perimeter, which is 198. So from here, when you cross multiply, r will be 198 times 7 divided by 2 times 22. So dividing by 2 here, it's 1. 2 in 198 is going to give us 99. 11 here is going to give us 2, and 11 here is going to give us 9. So you have 9 times 7 divided by 2, and this is the same thing as 9 times 7 will give us 63 divided by 2. So this is going to give us 31.5 meters. Now recall that this is your radius. Now to find your diameter, remember this is your radius r. So your diameter, it's the length from here to here is your d. Therefore, having established this, that means diameter is what? Radius times 2, which will be 31.5 multiplied by 2. And when you do this, you are going to get 63 meters. So this is your final answer. Correct answer is 63 meters. Question 15 says a right angle triangle has an area of 96 meters square. The base of the triangle is 12 meters. What is the length of the longest side? Now, in order to solve this, you need to draw this right angle triangle. Now, this is the right angle triangle. It says the base, it's 12 meters. And area, it's 96 meter square. And you know that the area of a triangle is what? Half base times height. So we want to get this length, the length of the longer side. Let's call this L. Okay, so now we know the base from this formula, so let's find the height. So 96 is equal to half times 12 times height. So 2 here is 1, 2 here is 6. So we have 96 is equal to 6 times h. Divide both sides by 6. So 6 is going to cancel out, and you have h is equal to 96 over 6. Now this is going to give us 1. If you do 6 into 9, you're going to get 1. Then 6 into 36, you're going to get 6. Now this is going to be cm. Now, having established that this height is 16 meters, okay? This is 16 meters. So for us to find the length, we are going to employ Pythagoras theorem, which is 16 square plus 12 square is equal to L square. So when you do 16 square, you are going to get 256 plus 144, which will give us what? L square. Summing this up, 256 plus 144 is going to give us 400 is equal to L square. Therefore, our L is going to be square root of 400. Now, square root of 400 is going to give us, that's 20. So our L is going to be 20 cm. So the correct answer here, it's B. So I'll mark my B. So that will take us to question 16. Now question 16 says the figure PQRS is a rectangle in which line PQ is 16 cm, line QR is 10, X and Y are points on the rectangle. The line PX is equal to line Y is equal to line YR, which is equal to 4 cm. What is the area of the shaded part? Now, in order to find the area of the shaded part, notice that this is a rectangle. You can see my rectangle. Okay, so area of rectangle P, Q, S and R will be 16 times 10, and that will give us what? 160 cm squared. So that's the first part. Now notice the unshaded parts are all right angle triangles. So you can see them. We have 3 triangles. So this is 4 and this is 16. Now notice here QR is 10 and here it's also the same thing as 10. So from here to here will be what? 10. So if here is 10 and here is 4, here is going to be 6 cm. Okay? So here to here is 16. That means from here to here it's also 16 cm. So that means if here is 4, that means this place is 12 cm. Now, having established that, let's find the areas of the unshaded triangle. So the first one, we'll call it triangle area. We want to find the areas. Triangle PQX, which is this. It's equal to half times the base is 4 times the height 16. 2 here is 1, 2 here is 2. This will give us 32 cm squared. Now triangle xys will still be half times base, which is 6 times height, 12. 2 here 1 is 3. This will give us 36 cm squared. Now the last triangle will be triangle PQRY, which will be half times this will be 10 times 4. 2 here 1, 2 here is 2. This will be 10 times 2, which is 20 cm squared. Now total sum of triangles, if you sum the 3 triangles up, their areas will be 2 plus 6 plus 0. This is going to give us 8. 3 plus 3 plus 2 will give us 8. So this is 88 cm squared. So this is total area of unshaded parts. Unshaded. Now to find the area of shaded will be the area of rectangle minus the total area of the unshaded part. You can see the area of the rectangle and you can see the unshaded part. So this will be 160 minus 88, and that was going to give us 72 cm squared. Final answer. So the correct answer here is going to be B. So we go to question 17. Now question 17 says the area of one end of a cylindrical pipe is 8 cm squared. The pipe holds 4 meter cube of water. What is the length of the pipe? In order to solve this question, we are going to, this is what our pipe looks like. Our pipe is this. This is exactly what the pipe looks like. So the area of this part is actually 8 cm squared. So the first thing we're going to do is to convert 8 cm squared to meter. We're going to convert it to meter squared. This is going to be 8 over 100 times 100. Now this is going to give us, we're going to move our decimal places into 4. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to have 0 points of 1, 2, 3. So 0.0008 meter squared. So having done that, so we now need to look at remember the question says the area of one end of a cylindrical pipe, and it says the pipe holds 4 meter cube of water. Now that's the volume of the pipe. Now volume of cylinder is the same thing as pi r squared h, so which will give us what? 4 meter cube. Now notice it says the area of this part, this area, this particular area, the area holds it's actually 8 cm squared. So that means, and if you recall, area of a circle is what? That's pi r squared. So that means pi r squared is equal to what? 8 cm squared. Sorry, that we've converted, which is going to be 0.0008 meter squared. So we are going to do replace 0.pi r squared with that. So this is going to be 0.0008 times h is equal to what? 4 meter cube. So remember, it's in meter now. So our h, it's now going to be 4 over 0.0008. Now in order to divide this, all you just need to do is multiply by the number of times you remove the decimal place. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will multiply here by 10,000 and I will multiply here by 10,000. So this is going to give me 40,000 divided by this will be 1, 2, 3, and 4 by 8. So 8 here, it's 1. 8 into 40, it's going to give us 5, and we'll have 0, 0, 0. So our h is going to be 5,000 meters. So the correct answer here is going to be a C. Now question 18 says a tank had 2125 liters of water. The water was poured into a container which has a square base of side 250 cm. What was the height of the water in the container? So the first thing we need to do here is convert this liters to cm. And you know, from our conversion unit, 1 liter is equal to 1000 cm cube. So 2125 liters will give us 2125000 cm cube. Now recall that it has a square base. The container it's poured into has a square base of side 250 cm. So it's going to be, the volume of that container is going to be L times B times height, which will be equal to the volume 2125000 cm cube. Now, what do you characterize a square with? Because it's a square based, that means the length and the breadth are equal. That's the length and the breadth are equal. So since we have 250, so this is going to be 250 times 250 multiplied by the height. So this is the base. So the height is what we don't really know now. So we need to look for the height. So this is going to give us 2125000. So 250 times 250 is going to give us 62500 times h, which will give us 2125000. Now our h is going to be 2125000 divided by 62500. So 00 cancel out your 00. Okay, so when you divide through dates, you are going to get 34 as your answer. I've just done the division myself, so take out your time, do this division, you are going to get your correct answer. So the next question says, a school has enough food to feed 800 learners for 20 days. If 200 more learners were admitted to the school, how many days would the same food be able to feed all the learners? Now the first thing you need to establish here is 800 learners were fed for 20 days. Now if this happens, how many days does it take just if it's just one learner? That means it's going to be what? 800 that's times 20, which is going to be this is going to be approximately 16,000 days. Okay, so now recall that they said if 200 more learners were admitted, so it's going to be 200 plus 800 now, which will now be 1,000 learners. So for 1,000 learners, if we have in one learner, it's 16,000 days can be fed for this number of days, then that means for 1,000 learners is going to be 16,000 divided by 1,000. So that means 16 days is the final answer. Now look at this. 800 people were fed for 20 days. Now when you increase the number, you should expect the number of days to decrease. So that is how you know your answer is correct. So the correct answer is B. Question 20 says, a lorry weighs 7,200 kg when empty. It weighed 12.6 tons when loaded with some 90 kg bags of maize. How many bags of maize were loaded on the lorry? Now to solve this question, first of all, notice it was the lorry weights. You need to know the lorry weight is actually 7,200. So notice, lorry, this one says it now weighed 12.6 tons when loaded with some 90 kg bags of maize. So lorry plus maize weights now weighed 12.6 tons. And converting tons to kg, remember 1 ton will give you 1000 kg. So 12.6 ton will give you 12,600 kg. Now that means maize only will be 12,600 minus 7,200, which when you subtract this, you're going to get 5,400 kg. So this is what the maize weigh. So how many bags of maize were actually, because one bag is equal to one bag of maize is actually 90 kg. So to get 5,400 bags, you just do 5,400 to get X number of bags, which now weigh 5,400 kg. This is going to be 54 divided by 90. 0 will cancel 0. 9 here, it's going to be 1. 9 into 54 is going to be 6, and you add your 0. So that means our correct answer here, it's going to be 60. So there are 60 bags. Okay, so the correct answer here is going to be a C. Okay, so that will take us to question 21. Now question 21 says, in the triangle shown, construct a perpendicular line from P to meet line RQ at point W. Measure RW. Now I'm going to show you how to do this. Now with your compass, place your the tip of your compass here, then draw an arc. So once you draw this arc, okay, then you place it here again, draw one arc, place it here again, cut another arc. Now this is going to be a perpendicular bisector when you draw your straight line. So you have to make sure it cuts across that, so it meets RQ at W. So use your ruler to measure PW. You get your correct and final answer. Okay, so question 22 says, three angles of a triangle x minus 4 and 3x minus 1, what is the size of the smallest angle in the triangle? Now you need to know that this is your triangle, and let's say it's a scalene because all the sides are not equal. This is not equal to this, and it's not equal to this. So here is x, here is x minus 4, and here is 3x minus 1. So recall that x plus x minus 4 plus 3x minus 1 is going to be what? 180. Reason it's sum angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So this is x plus 3x. This is going to give us 5x minus 4 minus 1 is going to give us minus 5. So this is going to give us 180. Okay, so this will be 5x is equal to 180 plus 5. So this will be 5x to give us 185. So our x is going to be 185 divided by 5. 5 into 18 is going to give us 3. You carry 3. 5 into 37 will give us this. So if x is 37 degrees, let's check for x minus 4. This will be 37 minus 4, which will give us 33 degrees. And let's check for x, 3x minus 1. This will be 3 times 37 minus 1, which will be 111 minus 1, and this will be 110 degree. So the smallest here is going to be x minus 4, because x minus 4 has a value of 33 degrees. So the correct answer here is B. Okay, so having solved that, question 23 says, Which of the following is true for both an equilateral triangle and a rectangle? Now, remember, if you draw your equilateral triangle, okay, this side is equal to this side and is equal to this side. Remember, the three sides are equal and the three angles are also equal. So since the three angles are equal, this will be 60, this will be 60, and this will be 60. Okay, so it talked about a rectangle also, so let's draw a rectangle. So you know this is right angle, which is 90, this is right angle, this is 90, and this is a 90. And you know this side is equal to this side, but this side is equal to this side. Okay, so having established that, it says all sides are equal. Which of the following is true for both? Now, if it says all the sides are equal here, but all the sides are not equal here. This side is longer than this side, so this is wrong. All angles are equal. Now, let's check. 60 is equal to 60 is equal to 60. This is equal to 90, 90, 90, 90. So this is correct. Let's test for others. It says all angles add up to 180. Yes, the sum angles here, it's 180. The sum angles here, it's 360 degree. So this is wrong. All angles add up to 360. So this one does not add up to 360. So this is wrong. So our correct answer here is going to be B.